Let's briefly talk about how layers work in Adobe Illustrator. You may have noticed your layer palette on the right side of your screen, usually near the properties area. This layer palette is very important and can be easily accessed by pressing F7 on your keyboard. You'll notice that I have several different layers here. My first layer I have labeled as my worksheet layer. These other two layers on top are currently invisible because the eyeball symbol here is not there. However, if I click in the eyeball symbol, it will appear or disappear. These layers are basically invisible sheets that lay on top of my original sheet at the bottom of my artboard. I decide what I want to show on my layer and what I don't want to show on my layer. So you can see that I have my pen tool on this layer here, and then my pencil tool on this layer. I can choose which ones I want to view, just the pencil tool, or just the pen tool. Or maybe I don't even want to see the worksheet at all. I can even lock layers by clicking in this empty area next to the eyeball. With my worksheet locked, I can't accidentally drag and click and move things. Locking your layers can be really helpful so that when you're editing, you are only editing what you intend to work on. Prevents a lot of accidents. To make a new layer, all you have to do is click on the Create New Layer icon at the bottom of your layer palette. It looks like a small post-it. A new invisible layer will automatically be added. Layers are always defaulted to saying layer 1 or layer 2 or layer 3 and so on. If you'd like to rename your layer, just double click and type. Then you just go about your work. As I place new things on my screen, they all go on this shapes layer. And if I decide I don't want the work on this layer and I would like it to go away, I don't have to delete everything. I can just delete this one layer. I'm just going to click on the little delete section and confirm that I want to delete that layer. And it's like it never happened. Last, I can rearrange my layers by clicking and dragging on my layer palette. If I decide that I want my pen tool practice to be on top of my pencil tool practice, I just click on the pen tool practice and click and drag. This little hand icon will appear and a blue line will pop up in between layers to indicate where you would like to place it. Make sure you do not highlight. Highlighting will just create a sub layer instead of rearranging your current layers, and that could create a mess for you. There. Now my pen tool layer is on top, and you can see that all of my purple pen tool strokes are now in the foreground in front of my yellow pencil tool strokes. And if I want to go back, I can just click and drag with the pencil tool practice layer and rearrange it. That's it for layers. If you have any more questions, you can ask me or check out the Adobe support website.